Hey, we are live once more with Elysian Road. This is episode 24, and we are going to find out what's been happening with Dylan and Ode. While Evelyn and Fergus have been infiltrating the hospital New Eden, Ode and Dylan have had to deal with a problem of their own, and we're going to find out what that has been. But what we'll go ahead and start off with, of course, is a flashback. So we see the ambassador for the Order of the Dust, the guy you met on his luxury ship when you negotiated to sell off all the stuff you got from the Imperium and from the Athens Association. That dude. And he is in like some sort of luxury suite on planet now. And so it looks slightly different from the one he was in before on his ship. But he is in the middle of a phone conversation, and we can just barely recognize the voice on the other end. It's Fergus. And so he finishes the conversation when Fergus, several episodes ago, called this dude and basically said, "Hey, thought you should know that Imperium agents, Krull's crew, are currently in your city. I tracked them to this abandoned warehouse. Hey, could you go check it out?" So that conversation basically, and the master's just like, sure. How do I know this isn't a trick? Like, because Fergus tried to sell it to him at first, and then basically just said, okay, I'll give you this one for free since you're not like
every time
me.
Fergus opens his mouth in the back of what he's hearing, you hear, "Never gonna give you," and he's like, I feel like this is gonna be a troll.
Exactly. But yeah, so Fergus gives him the location. The phone call ends, right. And we see the ambassador just like, all right, then I guess I have to go figure out what's going on here. And so this guy isn't necessarily the guy who would go check this thing out. Right. But it was the one contact that Fergus had. So
yeah, didn't we also send them to an empty base like yesterday?
Well, that's what happened. Was basically there was like a space station that she teleported the Krull's crew to, that Alex did.
Yeah.
You guys told the ambassador about that right away. And when they got there, it was empty. And so basically he was like talking to Fergus about this warehouse. Okay. And he's like, well, how do I know this isn't going to be like some sort of trap or is like
also empty?
Yeah, exactly. But Fergus managed to convince him to go check it out at least, because he gave it to him for free. And the guy, this isn't his job to go check that out. So he calls up a dude. And so we just see like a little bit of a montage of if he's starting to like call whatever officer would be in charge of this, like security, in charge of this in the sector of the world. And we start to hear music underneath the scene. And we, as we're hearing the phone conversation, we're cutting back and forth from that to the like Order of the Dust off soldiers, like about to do a raid on the warehouse, right? So we see them line up next to the door and are talking to a walkie-talkie, and then the guy comes in with a little battering ram, knocks the thing open. It's probably like a metal door, so I guess they can't do that. But they put explosives on the door and blow a hole open in the like the metal garage door in this warehouse.
So we're talking about this door up here?
No, so this is a different warehouse, right? We're just seeing this as a flashback as like the warehouse that Krull's crew apparently was at. So yeah, different from the safe house that you guys are currently in. So we see the soldiers come up to this warehouse, blow the hole open on the garage door here, and then head in. We get this whole shot as the guy's still on the phone, so we're getting this back and forth and there's music playing underneath. And the soldiers go into the warehouse. It's of course empty, but then we cut back to the ambassador. And what's his face? Victor Arthur Halverson steps into this guy's room with Alex in tow. Like they've just teleported into his, like, this is the room next door to his, basically, and just opened the door. And he hoists his thunder gun and then just says, like, he has his helmet off at this point, but he just says, "Ambassador, let's have a little chat, you and I." And then we cut from there.
Nice.
So we go to real time right now, and we're hearing Till talk to Evelyn and Fergus, right? So he's doing the man in the chair stuff. He's talking about how, I think he basically just said something about like, something's happening. I think they locked me out of the system. I can't really get much more for you at this point. I'm going to have to try another tactic. And then he waits for a little while. And this is all in the telekinetic mind link, right? He waits for a little while. And then he doesn't say anything. We don't hear anything. And Odin, Dylan, you don't hear anything either. But we just see Till like concentrate. And then he looks around. And he looks back at you guys, and like I assume Odin and Dylan are like talking about like Dylan's birthday. Still like trying to figure out something because they're just like sitting on chairs probably in this big old like safe house warehouse thing that they're at right now. And so they're chatting about whatever, if you have dialogue there or not. But
I think you mentioned it in the last one.
Did I? Yeah. Yeah. And so you guys are talking about that, and then Till like turns back and then just says, "It's gone. The link."
How do you know? Doesn't he have to like? Did you get a dial tone? I don't know what a dial tone is.
Well, no, because he looks at you guys and says that, and then he says,
"Right,
I'm thinking to you right now. It would if it was on, you'd be hearing it."
That's how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that seems like probably a bad sign.
All right, kids. I guess we're sending you in. Be careful.
Well,
and he just like, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys, I assume, right? Like you guys would like start getting ready to go. But of course, that's like, the point.
Did you try contacting them the old-fashioned way? You know, like wave my pad around.
Right. And he shakes his head and he says, New Eden is a blackout facility. There's no communications going in and out unless they want it to.
I suppose. Can't make it look like it's their grandma call. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
If you get close enough to the facility, I might be able to tap you into their comms, but until you get there, there's not much else I can do.
Okay. Sounds like
you guys start like grabbing your stuff, and then Till turns back to like his big ol' like it's like Batman supercomputer level sort of thing here, right?
Right, of course.
And because whatever safe house you guys bought, like I'm sure Fergus like this is for Fergus would like make sure this is the sort of thing that would have the stuff you guys would need. And so whoever used this before you, right, exactly. So. Whoever used this before you used it for also clandestine things. Until turns back to the computer, flips through a couple of things, and then one of the monitors shows like the security footage, and he sees like movement, and he says, "Wait, there's someone outside the garage door on the left, I think. It might be nothing, but I want to make sure. Don't just drive out with the hover car. One of you should check it out first." Until we see Till like grab his blaster pistol. Does
their hover cars still work?
Good question. I don't think.
Wait, is this like the hover Mercedes, or this is like Till's hover car?
Whatever.
One of those I flew, and one of those I did not fly.
I think it's Till's is the one you'd probably be taking now. Yeah,
that makes sense. If the flying Mercedes is still flyable, I want to take that one instead. But yeah. Either
way, you're not going to be able to take either of them. So I don't remember specifically off the top of my head which one was still flyable. But
is that what these are here? The cars?
I think so. Yeah, exactly. Okay. On the map, that's what those will be. Is the two hover cars? They're not X-wings.
Yeah. Not legally distinct T-shaped spaceships.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. I go out to the ticket booth here and I ask them for their ticket.
So let me actually take a look at this map here because I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, I need to drag Dylan's.
I mean, I assume this is probably the room Till is in with all the computers.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I think that's.
Or maybe this one with all the other.
Yeah, there you go. That'd probably be the one, I think.
This might be like a security room or something.
Yeah.
Or I can't tell.
I think that's like, I think that'll be the room where you guys are keeping your prisoners, probably.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, actually, that's probably like a lounge area or something. It's like probably a table there. Let's say you're keeping the prisoners in this back room over here.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then real quick,
I assume this is like a security checkpoint for getting in, which is
I don't really
like
know.
It's got a giant bulkhead and a window, and like little computers.
So keep in mind the original map for this is like an actual military base or something, or like a
right.
I think that would be a window looking out maybe into space. Even I don't know.
I assume this was sand.
It might be. I don't know. I don't think there's a window there though in this actual map. Is basically what I'm saying.
I see what you mean. Okay, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense for that to be. So you can check the security footage at any. There's probably like a terminal like right here, like before you get to the garage door anyway. So you can check it yourself if you want. And honestly, at that point, it probably makes sense to have your little notice check. Dylan, are you behind him basically, just following in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you should have control of your token, so you can move wherever.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're out here then.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, if you want to make a notice roll, and then actually probably the easiest way to do this is I'll roll. Wait, who actually has the highest notice anyway? Between you and
probably
Till and
me.
Dylan.
I have a +2.
You have a +2? Okay, yeah, I don't think Till has a higher than that. Real quick, I'll just go ahead and roll a help for Till. So he'll give you a +1. 7 is not good enough, so you won't like make it worse, but you're not giving him another +1.
What are the rules for cover again? Does that work?
No clue. I think isn't like half cover and oh man, I'm thinking D&D. I have no clue, man. Let's see what there is here. Combat. There's not like a super extensive combat section, so
No, it's just part of the systems section, I think, if I remember right.
Here we go.
I think it's just part of the shooting modifiers. I think you get a penalty if your target's in cover or something.
Yes, here we go. Hit roll modifiers. If the target is at least behind half cover, -2. Target is almost completely in cover, -4.
Okay.
So if you're shooting from a prepared firing position, you get +2.
Yeah.
Cool. Such position usually requires at least 5 minutes of sighting and setting up a rest. So cool. So Ode may be good at video games, but he is not so good at noticing the person who's right outside the garage door. So basically, I think what this means is, Ode, you check the security footage and you're just like, oh, it's nothing. Like it was a rat or something.
All right, well, I'll go start up the not X-Wing.
Yeah. Dylan, do you just like get in behind him?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Oh, this is going to be awful. So the garage door opens. You start to pull out with the hover car, and there is a warbot waiting with a rocket launcher, and it's going to fire it point blank at the hover car as you fly out.
It's pretty rude.
Lovely.
So that's the first thing that's going to happen. Let me.
Here, I think I have tokens of a car that you could move around on the map if you want me to find one, like a sci-fi car. Unless this car's not going to last long.
It's not. I don't think it's going to last long enough to matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I have a security bot in here, but I am wondering if there's like a more advanced NPC. Oh, you know what? I think they have. Yeah, I think they have autofill NPCs on here. Let me see if I can. So let's see. NPC. Yeah, stat block. Here we go. Perfect. Heavy Warbot. Cool stuff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a rocket launcher attack on here real quick. What is the damage for a rocket launcher again? I think it's... I guess Victor has it on his character sheets. Let me find it. 3d10. Fun stuff. Okay. Do vehicles have... I wonder if there's...
Yeah, I don't know how any of that works.
Let's see, do they have... No, that's like for a spaceship. Yeah, none of that's helpful. I am just gonna eyeball the rules here and basically say the hover car has, I don't know, what, like 15, 20 hit points? We'll see how much the rocket launcher does.
Sure, yeah. I think vehicle damage works differently though, right? The rocket launcher.
All right, we'll look it up, David.
Because they have vehicle weapons.
Yeah.
The 2 vehicle scale damage, but I don't know if a rocket launcher counts.
Yes. So hover car.
I mean, if you want to just say it blows up the car and we get out, I don't care. Like you said, we're probably not going to get out of there in the car. So
yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's the easiest way to do this. I think we'll just say I don't even know if I care to roll. Like
he's not going to miss a car.
Yeah, exactly. I think the way they've set this up, it's going to be pretty hard to. So what we'll do is we'll do this and we'll say, because I'm not rolling, there's not going to be any chance that there's actually damage done to you guys. It'll just be for narrative purposes. You guys start to fly out of the hangar.
Right.
The rocket launcher hits the hover car. It gets demolished. Till is very mad because it's his hover car.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, exactly. And Odin Dylan, you just go flying off this hover car. It's just a wreck of slag. Yeah, so you're kind of just like scattered, probably like more over here.
Okay.
Because I think they're over here and shot at this angle, and so you guys flew over here.
Can you box on the map where the car is so I can use it for cover?
Yes, of course. Let's see, how big would it be? Or like that, right?
Seems fair.
So we'll put it.
It's what's left of it anyways, so.
Yes. Though I guess it would probably be more like that. Or actually more likely like that. We'll do that. We'll do that right there. Jared in chat said, yes, killed him, Caleb. Do it. So you guys go flying, and I think it is at that point that we'll go ahead and roll some initiative. So make sure you're clicking on your token, and then go into your character sheet and click at the initiative button, and it'll automatically add it to the turn order.
Wow, that's terrible. I think I rolled a 1. Nope, I rolled a 4.
Yikes.
Of course, it's a D8, so 4 isn't terrible, but it's not good either. Oh, boy. I mean, it makes sense if I don't go first. I just flew out of a car, so.
Yes, very much so. Cool. All right, Till's in there too. And then I will drop some war bots, but I'm going to real quick grab a token for them. Oh no, Amber Alert. Don't die, David.
It's a weather alert, actually.
Let's see. Stars without number. Tokens.
Currently, we're having snow squall or something, whatever that is.
Snow squall. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Warning.
no idea what that means.
Yeah. Apparently, it means a sudden drop in visibility in driving conditions, but I don't know
Interesting.
anything else about what that's supposed to mean.
Okay. Warbot.
Oh, it looks, according to this picture, It looks like a sandstorm, but snow. So, although I'll be honest, I don't. What does a blizzard look like then?
Connor said in chat, weird, Mickey and I got it 30 minutes ago.
Oh, no, yeah, we got it a while ago too. I guess I just decided to send it again
Oh,
in case we didn't get it the first 3 times.
Okay.
So how the heck do I scroll on Roll20 so that I can actually see the part of the map that I need to see? Because all I can do right now is zoom in and out. I don't know what else to do. So I can't see my token at all.
Can you not right click on there? Like on the right side of the trackpad? And drag through that?
No, it doesn't work.
So go up to the top left, and where the little tabs on the left are, go up to that first one and click pan view instead of select move. And then you should be able to pan the map that way. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Okay, I was like, why isn't this showing the hit points? Because I have to roll for them. Oh my goodness gracious.
What?
That's a lot of hit points.
He has as many hit points as I do. Well, 2 more actually.
I don't think they have that many hit points. That was just a really good roll. I'm gonna roll this again, see what the average kind of turns out to be.
Oh yeah, they got a couple really good rolls. 40, 38, 37.
I'm gonna give him 25.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, cool. Go ahead and copy paste this a couple times. And then roll initiative. Boom. All right, luckily, you and the warbots go last.
Oh boy.
So Till is going to go ahead and go first, and we'll see what he has available to him. He can obviously go out and shoot them if he wanted to, but just double check if there's nothing else. Oh, he does have like a suite of drones that he just bought, but I think for convenience's sake, because I don't have a bunch of drones made on this map, I'll say he left them at the ship. Let's see. Yeah, I think he'd probably. I mean, after you guys literally got like shot, off of the hover car, he'd probably just start booking it towards the door to help you. So
that's fine. Are we prone?
Yes.
I assume.
Yeah, you're gonna be prone.
Cool.
All right, perfect. Okay. So he could. Oh wait, he is in here. So
you can move 10 squares in a turn. Is that right?
He can move 10 meters, 5 squares.
Oh right.
Which is 10 meters.
Yeah.
But he's gonna just use dash or whatever, full round action. Just keep moving, and he'll get right into the hangar with his full action. So,
sounds
right.
good.
Dylan, it is your turn. So I believe it's same sort of rules as D&D, where you have to use like half your movement to stand up from prone. That seems like the obvious way that'd work.
I don't think it was a rat.
But then otherwise you'd be able to move. Oh, how does that work? 10 I guess you can move 5 meters, but like, so I guess 2 squares. So yeah, basically the 2 options I see for you, Dylan, because you're kind of like in the middle and prone, is either just use your full action running towards one of them, or try to dive behind this wreckage. But there are 2 over here too, so that's not as great of cover as it could be.
Yeah, I think I'll just move this way.
Yeah, so if you want to just spend your whole turn moving, you can move another 5 square, or another 5 squares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically, with your move action, you have to stand up with half of it, and then you can move 2. But then if you don't do anything else, you can just keep moving.
Oh, I see. Okay. I don't want to get that close to them without actually attacking, I think. So I think.
Well, the thing is, they have guns, so that actually might be better for you because they're not going to be able to shoot you point blank, or at least this guy won't.
Bigger penalty.
Yeah.
I will just move right there then.
Right, because you're like threatening him with your blade, so he can't get a shot off as easy. So, I think it gives him a -2, I believe. So, actually, I think we just did the rules on this. I think it depends on. Let's see, what weapon do they have? Actually,
a 2-handed weapon can't fire in melee, and a 1-handed weapon gets like a -4.
Yeah, I think they have 2. They have 2-handed. So, so that one dude, I think they all have rocket launchers, and they all have like plasma rifles, basically. Yeah. So this guy won't be able to shoot at you because you're threatening him, and he has a 2-handed weapon, so we can't like maneuver it very easily. All right, cool. So you run up to him. It is the warbot's turns. These ones over here can't really get as good a shot on you guys, so they're probably gonna have to remaneuver here. So I'll have this dude. You know what? He's gonna move there, and he'll get a -2, I think, to shoot you from there. No.
I'm also prone.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Shooting a distant prone foe is -2. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think he'll get a -6 to this roll if he was going to attempt it. So he's not going to attempt it, because he'd be shooting through most cover through almost. You're like almost all.
Because I'm like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're prone and distant, and you have almost full cover from the wreckage. So
right.
He would not be able to get a good shot. So he'll move the. I'm gonna just send it back where he was, and try this again. He'll just do a full round movement to get right there and like hunker down behind the cover to shoot at you. This one will do more or less the same. And probably just go here. And then this one is going to rush on the other side of the wreckage, go right here. And he will only just get the -2 from you being prone and distant. But he'll go ahead and take. Each of these guys get 2 shots with their plasma rifles. So I'll go ahead.
Oh, how does that work?
Those. Just because of the way the NPC stat block works. To balance it out for. They're very super fast, heavy warbots. So.
Gotcha.
But both of these attacks will be a -2. Well, that probably still hits. 25?
Probably, yeah.
And wow, okay. That's fine.
Okay, well.
He got a 19. Sure. He rolled a 19 twice in a row. So yeah, so that's a good 19 damage. So you're just like probably rolling in the dirt trying to get away, and the plasma's just like eating at you. And then these ones I guess have to go first. And so that one can't really use its weapon at all. So I guess it's just going to use full round action, or it's going to use its action to disengage, to make a fighting withdrawal, and just move back. And that's his whole thing. It'll do. This one is going to take a shot at you, Dylan, from there. Or rather, 2 shots. So 21 and 19. They both hit. Okay. So you take 17.
Yeah. Lovely.
Well, if we keep rolling like this, it's going to be a really short fight.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Ode, it's you.
Okay, dokie.
By the way, they are rolling. They're shooting with stun rifles though.
Okay.
I think I just remembered what their actual mission is here, and so
Okay.
if they do down you, they're not going to kill you.
I want to duck. Lovely.
Yeah.
How far can I crawl?
Good question. I would assume probably half your normal movement.
Okay. All right, so I'll crawl up to here so that there's not much between me and them. Yeah, it's not really obstructed. Okay. And then I'll shoot there so I can hit both of them.
Right, you're just like army crawling and then just dude. Yeah, cool.
We're probably just like yelling the whole time.
Yeah.
Getting shot at.
Yeah.
Here we go. Do I have any penalties to this?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Oh wow,
Yep.
I
yeah.
rolled a 2.
Instant kill on this one.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because I rolled a 2 on that dice, and I was like, "Come on!" Oh man,
You rolled a 2.
My attack roll was a 2. My roll was 2 plus 7 plus 3 plus 3.
The only way you don't hit these guys is if you get a critical failure. Their AC is exactly 18.
Let me make sure.
Is that right?
Well, so okay.
Why are you getting a plus 7 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2?
Right. Yeah. So well, here let me spell it out for you. I think it's right. So I get a plus 7 as a warrior.
Yeah.
Then I get a plus 3 just from all the stuff I bought for my weapon. That's the most you can have to attack bonus. I get a plus 1 for my dexterity.
Okay. Yep.
So let me account for all that. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now let me.
You still have a 3 and a 2 that aren't accounted for.
Yeah, let me check.
I'm assuming one of those has come from the burst fire, right?
Pretty sure I get to add my.
Or no, burst just does more damage, right?
No, burst does also give you a plus 2. It's to both. So that's the 2.
Okay. So what? There's another 3 in there then.
So I think it's gunslinger. Gunslinger lets you add your shoot to the damage, but I think. Let's see.
Oh yeah,
okay.
That's it. Yep.
But is it also to the attack roll?
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's damage. Hold on.
Oh well, yeah, no, it does add to your. Yep.
It also
your shoot action. Yep. It adds to your.
Gain shoot is a skill. Well. You can draw. You may add shoot skill level to a ranged weapon's damage roll. Just as damage roll.
Right. No, but normally it does that. Your shoot automatically adds.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, then we are.
It would be pretty dumb if you had the shoot skill and it doesn't add to your attack.
I guess, but I mean,
yeah, that is ridiculous amount of bonuses, my friend.
Yeah. Well, it is literally the one thing that you can do.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to describe it? Describe for me how you just like in one burst of shots just completely destroy this warbot.
Well, so this is I actually destroyed both of them because it's an area attack.
Oh, it's an area? Oh.
Because of my focus that the custom focus we made that makes my shooting a grenade.
This is why I wasn't worried about sending these bots at you guys.
Well, I am half dead, so we'll see. I also think you didn't shoot at me with those other 2.
Yeah, but you did like more than double the amount of damage I did to you with four attacks.
But did these guys get higher initiative than I did?
They just went before you. Yeah.
But you only shot at me with one guy.
Yeah, because the rest of them had to move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, only one of them actually had a good shot.
Right, that's what it was. Okay, I was just making sure. But yeah. So this is the first time we've seen my new shotgun.
Yeah.
It looks ridiculous. And I mean, because let's see, it's an auto-targeted, boosted, customized with infinite energy capacity, an extended magazine, a range boost, and a Tempest Fugit artifact. So it looks ridiculous. It probably looks like a Nerf gun. And I'm just crawling through the smoking wreckage with my skin burning and
on my hands and knees for 3 full days.
Exactly. I don't even think I'm looking at them. I'm just holding down the trigger and yelling and just aiming it in their general direction. And there's just a massive cloud of like lightning flechette flying that direction. Mm-hmm. And just like covering my head and doing the thing from iRobot where I'm just closing my eyes and shooting.
Wonderful.
Hoping they die. Ammo. That's what I was going to account for. No, wait.
I literally the name of that thing, Tempus Fugit. Literally, I just looked. I had to look it up because I forgot what Fugit meant. But like the Latin of that didn't even like register my brain until now. But
what does it actually mean?
Time flies.
Oh, that's amazing.
What does it mean?
That's
Say it
perfect.
again. I didn't hear.
Time flies.
Time flies. That's hilarious.
Yeah, just literally what it does.
Uh-huh.
So that's great. I actually think. No, okay. I do have ammunition. It's just I get it back for free, but I can run out of ammunition in my magazine. So, but I just have a lot. Okay, yeah. So, shot once, shot 2 targets, and I did. Is it 2 extra ammo for burst? Is that right? 3 total.
I don't know, man. I was hoping you were keeping track.
I'm pretty sure it costs 3 ammo to burst and 1 to do it normally. So I'm just
that seems correct. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it took me 6 of my 30 ammo to do that, but yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I mean, you basically only have to do it like maybe once or twice more.
Yeah. Well, these guys are all spread out now, so
that's true.
I have to actually shoot at them one at a time.
True.
But yeah. All right. Hopefully we won't die instantly. All right, Till, what do you got?
So real quick, I'm gonna go.
Till shows his new sniper rifle, right? Uh-huh. He just dunks on them from downtown.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a sneaky sneak real quick. Double check something.
These war robots probably have heat sensors. I don't know if you can sneak up to a warbot. Imagine they just be like, "Oh, there's a person over there."
Mm-hmm.
These guys look like is it Evangelion? Is that the no? Maybe. I don't know. Never mind.
All right, give me 1 second here.
If only Fergus was here to heal me. Or both of us, actually. Yeah, we both took a whack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's your AC, Carly?
19.
Okay, because they're rolling with a +8, so there's like an almost 50% chance they'll hit you, and they shoot twice. So maybe it might be a good idea to. I was gonna run in, but I was prone, and I had a feeling that if I ran in, I would just die because shooting is the only thing I'm good at. But if you can get inside, hopefully that, because my AC is 23, it's slightly less likely they're gonna hit me.
Right.
So maybe we should try and get inside and see if you can lure them in or something. Why did Victor just shoot something?
So Till gets to the door.
Oh, he has a thunder gun now?
No. Till gets to the door.
No? Oh, wait. Oh, they're down there.
And Alex and Victor teleport in.
They're not dead?
And Alex, is doing a sneer. And Victor just says, "Hey, guy in the chair." And then he just thunder guns him right in the face.
That's just rude.
Mm-hmm. Does 17 damage to Till. Slams up against the threshold of the door. Till's very confused. But that was their entire turn, and now it is Till's turn. And Till pretty much looks at the situation. He's like, there is no way I'm fighting these two. And he immediately backs up. And then he is going to try to he slams the panel, the door closes, and he's going to try to do a program roll to basically make it impossible to, I think what he's going to do is he's going to he's hoping that she's not just be able to teleport in, but in the case, in case she can't, He's going to program the door to be completely locked and jammed and to electrify anyone who touches it.
Nice.
So he's going to go ahead and roll that.
Oh, I was muted. Here's hoping if only we had like some kind of psychic connection and he could tell us not to come open that door.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I think 10 is just good enough to do that. So it needs, it's a very temporary thing. So the door is going to be broken after this, but
right.
So, but he managed to achieve his intent more or less, and then he's going to use the rest of his movement to move up into the corridor. So yeah, for those keeping score for the home game, apparently Victor and Alex are in two places at once. Maybe, ? Something's going on here. Though I suppose the timing on this is such that this is technically happening before that showdown would happen. But yeah. Something's weird.
I mean, that fight took like what 60 seconds, so
right, but like yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When you can teleport hundreds of or thousands of miles instantly, it's sort of, you can
something like 1,000 kilometers she can teleport.
Yeah, so I feel like it's probably fine.
All right, Dylan, it's you.
I'm just gonna move. Oh wait, I gotta change my mouse. I'm gonna move this way and attack this dude.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave those ones over there for Ode.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Do it.
All right, go ahead and roll so don't roll the attacks, the sword skill or stab skill. Roll your attack, whatever the actual like sword item is on your
weapon.
The weapon there, yeah. Should be on like the center of your page.
There is no center of the page.
Right below the hit points sword.
Do you want me to click it? I'm at it. I have access to your sheet for whatever reason. So I can click it.
It's like 2 panels below the name. Carl's on that sheet.
Yeah, there's a little tab that says weapons. The drop down box. It might be collapsed. Oh, actually, can't be.
Are you on the character sheet part of the?
Yeah.
So yeah, right under your core statistics, where it shows your health, there should be a weapons tab just below that, and then sword should be the first item there. You can just click on the sword. The whole thing is a hyperlink.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I did. I was just confused because he said center, and there's no center.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, left, I guess.
That's true. There's just a left and a right.
Sorry. I wasn't looking at the sheet when I said that. So.
Oh boy!
Nice.
Look at that attack roll.
Very good.
25.
Very good. Yep. What does this look like, Carl's? You definitely do about half its damage or its health.
I mean, it's just a robot, right? So she just like stabs him.
Yeah.
No more quandaries here. It's great.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. No feeling guilty for stabbing this thing in the chest.
Yep.
Cool.
When I was a kid.
It's like, I'm a Indian anyway. I don't really like computers that much, so.
Take out all my technological frustration on you.
Tail shakes his head.
When I was a kid, my mother was slightly concerned that I was playing games like Star Wars that were kind of violent because I was pretty little. And I was like, but all the bad guys are robots, because every time you hit a stormtrooper, sparks would just fly out of them. I was like, see, they're robots. And she was like, oh, all right, well, and I think she knew they weren't robots, but because she'd seen Star Wars. But she was like, yeah, sure. If he thinks they're robots, whatever. And so she let me play it. And I thought they were robots for a long time. Because for one, they're treated like robots in most of the show. They're just tossed away without a second thought. And they just fly sparks and they go, and they would die. I don't remember why I thought about that, but it was funny. Oh yeah, because you're killing a robot. Okay. Makes sense.
All right, so that warbot does not have a way to attack you. They don't have swords.
I mean, his arm is made out of metal. He could flail.
Yes, but I don't think he's gonna do that. So he's gonna fighting withdrawal and then move behind.
What a pansy.
Yeah, move behind the the wreckage. And these ones, I think, are just going to go ahead and fire at you, Ode.
I'm laying down.
Yep. So you will get the benefit of -2 to all of these. So hit.
Jeez.
Hit.
Are you kidding me?
Miss. Miss, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still down though, right?
I think so. I have 18
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I mean, I'm just going to use my warrior ability to not take the 13
perfect,
damage.
yeah.
So I take 8 damage.
I was like, I feel like there's a way you can stop this.
Yeah. I did too. I was like, I'm pretty sure I got something.
Cool.
23 armor class apparently is nothing anymore. So
they're just rolling really well.
Yeah, I
got an 18 and a 20.
Yeah.
For those first attacks. All right, yeah, so they're firing on you. Yeah, so this definitely looks like, Star Wars battle droid just like slowly advancing, just like firing laser rifles.
I'm never getting in a car again.
Yeah, earlier Jared was like, David back at it again with the perfect driving record in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's not my fault. I've not caused a single one of the accidents I've been in, except, I mean, I guess I was driving recklessly in the stolen one, but yeah.
All right, Ode.
All right. One. Wait, I can only move 2 squares, right? Okay. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll just crawl over here so that there's no line of sight with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what is the radius of a grenade? I don't remember. It's a pretty tight radius.
I think enough that you can get both of them in it.
Okay, because that's what the text for the ability I wrote was basically I treat my shooting like a grenade.
They're within
I think it was 6 meters actually. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So
perfect. That's exactly how far they are away from
I shoot right there.
Perfect.
And which I guess is technically 3 meters then. And yeah, here we go. Wow, how do I roll 20? All right, here we go. Of course, I'm going to burst fire. What kind of question is that? There we go. I got a 34.
A 34.
I rolled a 1 on one of those dice. Wait, why are there 3? Oh, yeah, no, it's a damage. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, so just 20 damage. Neither of them are dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got a 1 on my damage dice. Otherwise, I might have got them. But, man. Wait, do I have to do this? Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't just make a mistake. I feel like I need to use my Tempest Fugit thing or I'm going to die. I keep rolling 19s and 20s. So let's see. I mean, I'm literally covered in plasma next to a boiling car. I feel like this is an appropriate time to show this off. But let me, not boiling, whatever. Oh. No, okay. Okay, what's the calculation for strain? Because according to this, I have 12 strain and Fergus has 8. And that seems like nonsense to me because he's a psychic. So
no, I think that's the way it works. It just has to do with your like constitution and stuff, and I think warrior is better with that sort of thing.
Well, I'm gonna take 1d4 system strain here. So let me just how badly this hurts. It hurts a lot. All right. Take 3 system strain. And I'm gonna take another turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me account for my ammo here because it's very rapidly depleting. So I shot 2 enemies and I shot burst fire. Okay. So what happens is as I'm shooting, a golden light lances up beneath my skin from the grip of the weapon through my arms and up into the base of my neck. And my eyes start to glow yellow. And I'm still just screaming and flailing on the ground and shooting, but now I'm doing it way faster. I guess it looks like somebody sped up the recording. I don't know. But here we go. It's my second shot. There we go.
Yep, they did.
All right.
You
And then it
very
fades,
good.
and I'm up against leaning up against the burning car, being like,
Yeah.
everything sucks.
Cool. All right. It is Alex's turn. She is going to. I'm going to check and see if she can actually just teleport in there. I'm pretty sure she can. I know.
I think she has a thing that lets her imagine that she can see a place and then teleport to it, right? But isn't there an actual
I'm looking.
it's a requirement to that? I think.
Let's see. She can bring
have,
Victor along. She can do up to 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
She can do it with as a move action. Where is this?
Well, yeah, deep intrusion. A vehicle, structure, spaceship, whatever visible to them, they can blind teleport into it. And it automatically finds a space big enough to hold them, but can't be precise with their destination. It also commits an additional effort for the day in conjunction with personal application, which I assume doesn't cost her anything initially, but this would cost her 1.
I know she has that, but for some reason it's not on, because I've been playing as, with that the entire time, but apparently.
Well, she has another thing where you can imprint on a person and teleport to them. But there isn't anything that just lets you blind teleport. It looks like just plainly. There has to be either an object or person they've imprinted on, or
right. Oh, that's it. Yeah,
but they have to be able to see the structure they're teleporting into with deep intrusion.
I know there was another. Yeah, maybe I need to look at this. Let's see.
Oh, hold on. Command effort for the day to sense any location the psychic could teleport to. The psychic perceives the location as if there, lasting for 15 minutes at most. I think that's what you were using.
What is that?
Perceptive dislocation. It's level 2.
Yeah.
So basically, anything within 1,000 kilometers, she can imagine that she.
Yes,
can
I know.
it,
yes, I knew. I remember she had that. I just apparently didn't add it to the sheet.
It's effort for the day. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because that's how.
Which I assume she's already used that at least once to get here.
Yeah, let's look.
So she's probably burned through some effort. For the day
yes,
already.
I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, I think she's not going to worry about that. She's just going to let Victor blow it open. Right? So she's going to go ahead and ready her action to rush through when it's burst open. And they heard Till on the other side slam it and do something to the panel. And so Victor's just going to grab out his rocket launcher and just fire it point blank at the door.
I'm going to have moved down there because I get a whole extra round. So I'm going to fall down to where I'm at now.
All right. So yeah, I think 18 damage from a rocket launcher is probably enough to destroy one metal door.
It seems pretty good. It's also an internal door, so
yeah. So rocket launcher blows open the door. We see Till. Right, Till is right up against the T going down to the other corridor, and so we just see him see this door fly by his face.
Yeah, we were looking down the hall. He turns the corner, and the door goes.
Yeah, exactly. Clangs. And then Alex is going to rush in with her action, and basically she just she can get right up to him with her move. But I think the way it works, well, they actually go on the same turn, so they have the same initiative. So I guess it really doesn't matter which one of them actually goes first here. So she would have just waited for him and then gone. So this is a normal round for her. But anyway, she's gonna attack him and miss.
She had to move 10. Oh no, that's
her
10
exact
meters.
movement. Yeah,
right.
exactly.
That's correct.
Yep. Okay. 10 meters.
Oh wow, so she can get an 11.
Yeah, she. Yep.
Why does she have a -1?
She rolled a 4.
We have a 5 + -1 in there.
For her weapon. Oh, because she has 2 mono blades. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, she's using 2 weapons, which is
right.
It does more damage,
-1
but less
2,
accuracy. Yeah. Yep. So she runs in and swings her mono blades at him. He barely stumbles out of the way. And that's Victor's turn too. So Till is gonna fighting withdrawal. Go into the next room. go to the like supercomputer there, and he's just gonna try to like.
Every time he does this, she has to burn effort for the day. So, because she can't see into this room, so she wants to teleport in there. She has to use effort for the day.
I mean, she hasn't teleported at all since.
Oh, that's right.
Here.
Sorry,
yeah,
I mean, if she wants to do that, I guess I should say, because she didn't do it this time down here. But yeah.
But he's gonna go ahead and make another program roll to do something. I'm trying to figure out what he would do.
There's some kind of internal defense system.
Probably.
Even just some kind of alarm he could set off so that we outside know that he's in danger.
Yeah, I think maybe he's gonna do is he's gonna set off an alarm that will not only alert you guys but also like the local authorities.
Oh,
he just pushes the panic button.
Yeah, basically. But I'm gonna roll program to see how well he does it do exactly what he wants.
The voice goes panic.
Exactly. And yeah, 14 certainly good enough. So basically what happens is all the doors close except for the one that's blown off. The garage door closes again, starts to close again but it's going to take a second.
Dude, that's the best he could get. You got 2 6s.
Mm-hmm. And he I think all the doors like have like a double door like starts closing, right? Like the blast doors. Alarm goes off that alerts you guys, and we see a cutaway shot of some local authorities getting a ping and starting to head out. And then I think a couple of turrets appear in various places and start firing at at people.
So what are the chances that this doesn't close the garage door?
I think it does, but it's gonna take long enough that you guys can get in if you want.
Okay.
Right, because it can't do it instantly.
Right.
Well, I didn't even realize the back door was open. I was on my way to the human-sized door.
I don't know if there is a human-sized door here.
Are you talking about this? I mean this?
Yeah, that's what I thought that was.
Because I think that's supposed to be a window.
It's supposed to be a window. I don't think that exists at all in this version.
Right.
I think there's probably a back door. Yeah, there's a back door over here on the other side of the map. And a back door here. But
those go into a mountain though.
Not in this version. This is just it's a building. Goes in an alley.
Where do we sleep?
Here.
Those are crates, aren't they?
I mean, it's a safe house, not a.
Okay, I guess
not a house.
It's whatever.
But yeah. So real quick, I'm gonna roll for these like turrets to fire on them.
Right. Good.
And they're not going to be very, very good. And so they both miss. I think there will be an outside turret that will fire on that last warbot though, as well.
Okay.
And that misses too. So the turrets are not very good. It's like dinky little wall turrets, but it's at least distracting them. All right, Dylan, it's you. The garage door is closing, but you could make it if you ran.
Yeah. Now that I know that that's an open door, I will do that.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, the garage door was like opening as you guys came out with the hover car, and then the hover car gets destroyed, but the door's still open.
Right.
Then, once Till activates the alarm, it starts closing again. So you just do your full move action.
Yeah.
So you're doing just like running straight. Yeah, and you see Victor there, right here. Last warbot's turn. I think it's just gonna fire after Dylan. Nice.
Lovely.
16 damage to you.
Dude, so Dylan, you rolled another 19 and another 18. This is literally the best I've ever seen you roll for anything, and that's saying a lot.
So Dylan, you book
actually
it
crazy.
Like into there, right? But you just don't think about the fact that there's still a robot behind you, and suddenly you just get blasted in the back by this, and like probably stumble. Yeah, you probably stumble, roll, like barely catch yourself back up on your feet, and are just like, oh man. Ode, it's you.
Checking to see if my ammo thing actually puts ammo back in my magazine or if I need to reload. Sorry. Just because it's gonna matter in a minute here.
You're fine.
Feeling. It's not gonna. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, all right. Well, I'm dumb. I bought an extended magazine for this, and then bought a thing called Infinite Power. It just never runs out of power. So that was stupid of me, I guess. I bought a magazine for something that doesn't use a magazine. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna stop tracking ammo then. I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in, and then I'm gonna shoot at this guy over the car. Which means he gets a -2, or I get a -2, I assume, since there's a car in the way.
Yeah.
Okay. There's my weapon. It's 2. 25, 32. I think he dies.
Yes, very much so.
All right.
Robot blows up.
Unfortunately, I can't move again without taking system strain. I don't want to just do that all the time because it's cheeky. So, I don't know what to do about that. Can I even get there next turn if the door isn't closing? Oh. All right. Well. Can you get back out? Yeah, you can. Okay. I mean, I don't see Victor yet, do I? Well, I guess I look over at Dylan because she ran.
I mean,
do I see Victor in here then?
I don't think you can because the garage door is closing.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
so
he's
I think
in a giant power suit. If I see his feet, I'm going to be like, that's not a person that lives with us.
no, yeah,
right?
you can tell there's something going on in there, and there's,
Okay.
but I don't think you can immediately make the connection it's Victor necessarily.
Well, right, yeah. I just know that there's a stranger in our base wearing power armor. Okay, great. Yeah. Well, all right. Here we go.
Are you gonna run it all?
I can't. I stood up.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can move 2 squares, but
well, I think it's a move action to stand up. I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it described it as a move action.
Oh, okay.
In the thing,
got it. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure myself.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I guess it's Teleport Lady's turn.
Cool. Alrighty. Let's see. I think Alex is. I guess. Oh, you know what she does, I think? She runs over here a little bit and then just says, no, she wouldn't know that.
Oh, she's gonna go to the prisoners.
Yeah, but she wouldn't know. Like if she knew they were there, she would definitely go after him, but she doesn't. So I guess she just moves up here and is on the other side of the door and then is just yelling, Victor, I need that old rocket launcher again. And Victor says, I only have 1 shot.
That's good to know.
As long as he doesn't use it on me.
Yeah.
Well, you already used it on the door, so.
Exactly.
But I guess she'll just use your turn to like attack the door with her mono blades. I mean, they're mono blades. They might be able to do something.
That's true. A heat blade sticks to the door and slowly starts carving a circle.
Exactly.
As the
droidicas come.
Yeah, the droidicas. Thank you. I was never going to remember that name.
Well, 19 probably I'm sure hits. But I don't think it quite does enough damage with the blast door active to to do it.
That
So
makes sense.
she's definitely slicing into it and damaging it. Like slices through the hinge, or the like center bar in the middle of the blast door, like slicing it right through it,
Mhm.
but doesn't actually get it open yet. And then Victor is more confident in his chances with a threshold anyway, so he's gonna go in after Alex. He gives you one look, Dylan, over his shoulder, and then barrels through the empty doorway and into the corridor. Taylor, I guess, is just gonna stay put for now because he's basically done what he could do. And
He should jump through this window into the garage and then run out.
That might be an idea.
Assuming that's a window that can be jumped through.
It's probably not a window he can jump through, but he could probably shoot it and then jump through it.
That's true. Yeah.
So he'll do that. He's gonna grab his laser pistol.
He's gonna kite them. You can do it till.
Well, he certainly hits it, but doesn't break the window. So, he's firing a couple.
He shoots the window and just reflects off into the wall.
Yeah, just ducks it.
Apparently, it has a laser protective coating on it.
Right. Greek cuss word under his breath. All right, Dylan. You gonna run after him?
No, definitely don't. Yeah, that's a bad plan.
Because I'm at 5 hit points.
I mean, Till is there though.
You see him shooting the glass. Go stab the glass.
I mean, yeah, if I legitimately see him trying to do that, then yeah, I would just run over it. Oh my gosh. Just run over here and like try to bash the glass in.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I always act first in combat. Man. Oh, I knew I was going to forget something. Sorry, go
ahead. What action would I take for that?
Oh,
just attack.
You're trying to attack the door or the window?
Yeah, the window.
Yeah, just attack it. Yeah.
Okay.
With your sword.
Hopefully, it doesn't have a sword protective coating. I don't think it does.
I think it does. I don't think 15 is good enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I think the normal material for these sorts of things is going to be able to withstand. I mean,
right.
A normal attack. I mean, I just don't think 15 is good enough to break its armor class quite.
Okay.
I wonder if do they have like AC of window stars without number. Let's see if anything comes up for that.
Seems unlikely. Let's see.
AC of door.
If this was like a spaceship window on the outside, I would expect it to be extremely strong. But like,
that's true. It is on the inside of the.
On the inside, just leading to the garage, I wouldn't think that.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah, I think you're right. I think 15
on a
probably
safe house, not a vehicle.
That's kind of what I was thinking originally, but like, yeah, I think it's fine. I think 15 is probably good then in that instance. Cool. So you basically just like crack it by like slamming your sword into it, blade first, and then just like kind of jimmy it around a little bit, and then the thing cracks and splinters and shattering. And Till on his next turn can jump through the window at that point. All right, warbots are dead. Ode, it's you.
Yeah. Just 1 second. Let's see. So, an Icarus harness has you shoot 15. Woven body armor has 15 armor class. So unless the glass is tougher than a woven body armor, it probably would hit it. I figured I'd just look at the armor classes and see if it made sense there. But okay. Is the door how closed is the door?
I think it's closed already.
Okay.
Yeah. It was basically 1 turn, I think.
1, 2, 3. Wait. Now I can get up to the door. Can I just shoot a hole in it?
In the garage door?
Yeah. Can I like switch my gun to lethal and melt the door?
Probably.
Like a thing I can do. Okay.
Given the amount of power your gun can churn out.
Yeah. It seems reasonable.
Yeah, that probably does it. At least enough of a hole for you to get through.
All right, cool.
You just melt a human-sized entrance in the garage door.
Yeah. Like, I'm coming. I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to get there eventually.
Basically, you move up to it and then do that, and that's your turn.
Yeah. Well, I did it from over here just in case something exploded, and then I ran up to it. But yeah. Cool.
You're probably waiting just a moment for it to cool off before you run through.
Yeah.
All right. Juliana is going to go ahead and attack. Yeah, I think that's probably good enough at this point. So she cuts through it enough that like all the hinges and the crossbars and stuff are just damaged, and so Victor on his turn literally just like kicks in the door as part of his move, and then just because it's weakened enough, and he steps into the threshold, and then is just gonna fire his thunder gun at Till.
That's just rude.
And miss. What is wrong? No, he doesn't miss. Till has 14 AC because he's
oh my gosh. Level 2.
And
does he have any cover since he's in the doorway?
No.
He's in a chair?
No.
He's at least
down.
Partially obstructed.
He's down. So Till, his body jolts backwards as the vibrations rip through him, and he slams onto the console. All the computer screens crack and warp, and he is unconscious.
No, that's bad.
All right. Till makes a death save. No,
yeah,
Dylan.
I was just about to make that
Dylan,
joke.
if you want to, you could. So I think you broke through the door enough, the window enough that anyone like moving through the window will be able to like splinter it and go through it. Right. But it's not like open necessarily, right? Like the whole window is still technically there. It's just like cracked enough that anyone crashing through it is going to break it, no problem. So you can't just like reach in and grab Till. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
You should if I can see this situation, which there is a hole right here, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, I just like, I guess I see him go down, Till go down. I'm like, Dylan, you should get out of there. We need to run.
Yeah. I think, there's not really anywhere like that I can run that I'm like completely like.
You could go this way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like she just ducks far out of the way and into the corner and waits for a second.
Which, I mean, if I'm assuming it takes some extra movement to get up onto this console and through a window, right?
Yeah, probably.
In which case they wouldn't be able to get to you and shoot you. Okay. Cool. I mean, I guess someone can just teleport, but
well, I mean, no, it's only 8 meters to get there. So even if it just costs an extra 2 meters to go through the door, that's still fine.
But I mean, it's two squares of movement, and so if each one costs 2, then it would be.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. No, sorry.
So 4.
Yeah, I guess you could still probably.
Yeah, they would just be enough.
Okay. In that case, I think there's a defensive fighting action. Maybe you want to move only half your distance and then do that. Maybe.
I think she moved 10. Yeah.
Oh, did you only move 10?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hold on. Where were you?
Didn't even move.
Right there.
Oh, I guess this would have been 10 right here.
Okay. Jeez, that was the wrong tool. Hold on. You're right here?
Yeah, so then if she moves there, she's only moving.
Oh, well, you can just get to me in 2 movements. You should just leave. Just come to me and then run behind me. Yeah, you can get all the way out there, sort of, kind of.
Just do that, I guess.
I guess technically that's as the bird flies.
You have to go here and then there.
16, and then.
So she can't get all the way through.
Oh, she could get into the hole that I blew up,
Yes.
but she can't get to me. Okay.
She can't
I
be in your
mean-
square is the point.
Right.
Actually, nah, I'm fine if you wanted
Oh,
to
okay,
go
yeah, she can
right
go diagonally.
here, you can, yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
You just squeeze past him.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, like Till will be fine. I'm sure they can't afford to just murder him. I'm sure they'll need him for something. They'll take him a prisoner. We'll get him later.
Are you guys just gonna run now?
We'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, this
It's
lady
you.
can literally,
It's your turn.
do I know who these people, like who it is?
I don't think
I
you
guess I
do.
asked you what's going
yeah,
on. Like, what's
Dylan
going on?
probably. Yeah.
Like, what happened to Till?
Do we know their names?
Yeah, I think they,
I
at
think
least
so.
this guy introduced himself. I don't remember if she did.
For purposes of convenience, you do. It's like Ruby, where like I'm not sure when Cinder ever said her name to anyone, but like everybody, all the characters know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just like, it's Victor and Alex.
Oh boy. All right. And then I say, I'm sure they'll just try and take him prisoner, and we'll get him back. So we need to get out of here.
Well, if one of you wants to make a fix check to take a look at the cover car and see if it's salvageable. I think Dylan actually has that.
I have +0 in fix.
So you do have it.
So you know how to do it. Yeah. But I mean, okay, so this is just desert out here, or
it's cityscape,
emptiness,
basically.
So we're in a city.
Yes.
Great. All right. Is there like a building over here?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's where we're going. But so I tell, here, let me.
Yeah, because remember, this is like Camino
reference.
planet sort of thing, and so you're like in an inner Coruscant like cityscape right now.
All right. Yeah. So I tell Dylan I'm gonna keep an eye out in case she teleports out here. We have to keep moving. And so I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And then I'm going to prepare a shot, not just at this door, but just generally. Well, actually, I think I might still be in line of sight of the door. Hold on. There's no point for me to do that because there's no benefit in that. Let's see. Let's go like here, cut wide. And then, I'm going to prepare for, and I guess that's probably, I'm putting this to my back so I have less to look at. I'm going to prepare my action to shoot in case the first hostile that appears in my vision. And probably not worry too much about the door because I don't suspect they're going to come through the door.
Mm-hmm. Would you make a mental save for me, Ode?
Sure. Fortunately, this game doesn't care about your stats. If you're a high level, you're good at everything. Save place.
Cool. Yep. Nothing bad happens.
Okay.
All right. Now I have to decide if Alex would just teleport them all away. So we see Alex and Victor come into the room. Till's like out, right? And Alex says, "You didn't kill him, did you?" And Victor shakes his head and says, "No, luckily if you have enough money, any gun can be non-lethal. I don't really know why Krull cares so much about this guy, but I guess he thinks he can be a tool against them." Alex just shrugs and says, "Are we going after them or are we just taking him?" Victor kind of smiles and he says, "There'll be time later for a proper reunion. They'd be too easy to capture. I want it to be a challenge when I finally take that brat down."
Ugh.
And Alex just like giggles.
Call me a brat?
No, he's talking to Ode. Victor's talking to Ode, but then and we know this because Alex giggles and then says, "Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't be much of a challenge to take down dear old Dylan now, would it? She looked like she was on her last leg. Those warbots certainly did a number on them."
I hate these people. They're the worst.
I mean, they died horribly in one of the episodes, so.
And so Alex just grabs Till's unconscious body and then reaches over to Victor and then they blip away.
Nice.
What do you guys do? You go. You
mean,
successfully go off to another building and like
yeah,
hide
we don't
out.
know that. So yeah, I think I basically am just waiting for them to teleport as we get to
And
the
they don't.
other
Yeah,
building.
right.
And, yeah.
It's just silence.
Does she have like a weight limit that she can teleport with?
A certain amount, I believe, but it's pretty large.
I remember that being a thing with
with Ada.
Ada, yeah.
Yeah, well, so the way I remember, we decided you can only teleport with something you can physically carry, but there is a psychic thing you can get that lets you bring more people. And so I think we assumed that if she had that, she could carry more.
Yeah.
And I think because it's pretty vague, but I think that's how we sort of reasoned
she has burdened apportation up to 3 humanoid-sized companions. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess that's specifically even just as people. So that, yeah.
Yep. Right.
And I think we're the normal teleporting. We were assuming you could
Say again, Carlos?
Sorry.
That includes all of Victor's armor.
Yes.
Yeah, it includes their gear. Yeah.
Yeah, up to 200 kilos of object can be carried per skill level.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because I remember us having that conversation with Ada and Jared's character in that one shot because he's literally a big suit of armor.
Yeah, so she has a 3 in teleport, and 200. I mean, that's 600 kilos. I think she's fine.
Okay. I was like, that's only 440 pounds. That's like not that, but yeah, 600
per skill
kilos.
level. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, she has.
I was gonna say a big guy in a big power armor suit. That's a lot of weight, but especially if it included her. But yeah, 600 would be fine.
Yep. Yeah. So you guys hide out in that building, right? And
yeah, I mean, I assume we just
quiet.
I look for an occupied building, obviously. So I guess we run into like a I can't. There's no vowels in between there. Trying to put an S and a P in front of it. Space. No. My brain's not working today.
Building.
Yeah. You go into a Walmart. Yeah, there we go. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We go into a high-grade, super competent hospital that has Bacta tanks, and we get in one. That's what I meant to say.
Are you telling me you go to Walmart and steal a tank? Is that what you just said?
No, I said no. Actually, we go to a super competent hospital that has Bacta tanks, and we get in.
Oh, okay. I heard the part about Space Walmart and then tank, the word tank, and I was just like, you can't.
I mean, Space Walmart probably would have tanks at this point.
In order of the Dust
corporate dystopian. But yeah. I mean, I have 76,000 credits. What kind of medical attention can we get for that?
I mean, that's fine. Honestly, I'm totally fine with you guys just like taking care of yourselves, and we even do like time passing here.
Right. Well, because my thought is like, I don't know what they want Till for, and if they're not coming for us, then we need to be fast about this. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm thinking. If we can go into a building and be like, how much for the quick version of becoming alive again?
But I think like in terms of like narrative, like how the way the narrative is going right now, like even though your characters feel like you have to do all this fast, you end up not needing the time, and so we can just kind of skip over it and say like you pay for stuff and you can lop off some credits.
Sure.
But like you actually end up having plenty of time because they don't come after you.
Right. What I mean is like I'm concerned about what they're going to do to Till now that I know that they're not coming after us.
Right.
Is what I mean. Like.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, but what would be your plan? You don't even know where they are. Is the issue, right?
Right. Well, the plan is to try and contact Fergus because, for one, he has a psychic brain link, and hopefully that'll be the thing now. And also,
is to try to contact Fergus and go after Till.
Well, actually, we know where they went, anyways, right? That was where we were about to go.
So you know where New Eden is.
Okay,
also, keep in mind the prisoners are still there.
Yeah, I mean, what are the chances I remember that though?
Dylan would remember it.
Dylan probably brings it up. Yeah,
they'll be fine.
I mean, they won't be fine for days. They would need water.
There's no extra water in the safe house.
I'm sure
they're
locked in the room.
Prison, like a room locked in there.
Oh, we locked them up?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't even realize that.
Mainly because the gal was like dangerous psychically.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys don't go back within like a day, they're gonna die of dehydration. So.
Well, I mean, you can go like 4 days without water.
Well,
fine.
yeah, you have a couple of days, and then they're gonna start dying of dehydration.
All right. Well, we can have this conversation in characters as Ode completely forgets they're in there at all, and then yeah. So let's figure out what we do immediately. So what sort of buildings are in the immediate vicinity, or I guess this way that we could run towards? Or again, unless you want to just gloss over it, we just.
I think we just gloss over it, right? Because like I don't think because there is no immediate danger here. You guys can go find a hospital. They're gonna help you. You're literally teenagers. Right. They're gonna be like, "What? What's wrong?"
Well, we're literally teenagers covered in hyper expensive weapons. But
yes, it's true.
How does healing stims work in this game? Sorry, how do healing stims work in this game?
Good question.
Because that might be the most expedient way of just.
I might actually have a bunch of medical stuff.
Oh, you know what? I think she does. Yeah.
Oh well, that would be.
Yeah, I think I got a bunch of extra stuff too when we first started.
Oh, you have medkits, yeah.
Yeah,
medkits look like they're long-term things. Not long, but days. It says after each day of granting long-term recuperative care, roll 2d6 per patient treated. On a 12, the kid has run out of some vital. Wait, hold on. That's for running out of stuff. But I assume that's the same thing.
Oh yeah, it just grants long-term care each day.
Yeah,
and that does something else. That does it like a mechanical effect. Yeah, as far as like actual medical stims,
I've got.
Oh, you have
one
squeal.
Do
you have squeal, Carl's?
I don't.
That's a drug, I think.
Oh yeah, that is. Well, do you have any other pharmaceuticals on there? I feel like you have one. That's like an actual healing thing. What's like the last thing on your little inventory there?
There's a lift that heals you, but
you have Hush. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you have Hush, which is a neuro tranquilizer, but that's not what you need either.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys could buy some lift.
The problem is that each application, so it only heals 1d8 plus heal skill, and each additional application in the same day decreases the minimum heal skill needed by 1. And it does in one system strain.
So 12.
Yeah, but I need that to move fast.
Yeah.
It's expensive. And also, but it also means that we need to have somebody with good heal skill to do it more than once.
Oh,
the minimum heal skill increases by 1 every time you use it. Now, so if we go to a hospital, can they do something that's like this? That's expensive, but
I think so.
Doesn't kill us because it's not a drug. I mean, it probably is a drug, but all right, great. So what is where's the price for stuff? Here we go. Pharmaceuticals. Lift costs 50 credits. So I assume this would be, let's say, like 500 credits. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so.
For each of us. Okay. Where's my money? Here it is. All right. Not just what am I doing? There we go. All right, I got it.
And then what do you want that to do?
Basically, I just want it to be. Well, I mean, ideally, I just like to be healed.
If you spend 5,000 credits, you're completely healed, and all your system strain goes away.
Oh, okay.
As a simplification, if you just want to drop a load of cash down,
I do just want to do that. Thank you. All right, there you go. It is done.
Cool. Yeah, so you can put your health up back to normal, Dylan.
My habit of spending all of my money immediately. So you remember how we had, what was it, 2 million? No, 4 million each.
How much do you have now?
I'm at 71,000. Now, to be fair, I sent my parents 1 million credits.
Yeah.
But
that'll put a damp.
Yeah, I actually thought about this, and I went to my inventory. I'm like, did I give them all of my money? Because that would be bad. I might be dead. All right. Cool. So that's much better. So how long does that take? Does that treatment take?
Probably like a day.
Okay.
Or like 8 hours or something, right? Like.
Right.
And awake.
Okay. In that case, what we should do is we should go feed the prisoners, since you probably remind me about that. And then we should go immediately to New Haven as fast as we possibly can.
New Eden, but yeah.
Whatever the place has New Haven that I'm thinking of. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I guess what does the treatment look like? As we get like a shot of it,
I think it's probably like back to tank stuff, right? Where you're just like shoved you get put into a coma, shoved into this like medical tank of like goo, and then it just like magically like heals your body over 8 hours.
We get the really heavy scene where you're looking at teenagers and their bodies are all carved up and stuff.
Right. Yeah. These nurses are like, what are you doing with yourselves? You poor children.
Yeah. So we get out, I guess. And I'm like, all right, we got to get to New Eden and go get Fergus. He's the only one who's going to be able to find Till. And they might still be, I mean, it's been a whole day. Who knows if they're even there? I mean, if they're still there, they're probably dead, but we need to get there as soon as we can. I've clearly forgotten that prisoners are even a thing.
Mm-hmm. Then Dylan, I assume you mentioned the fact that the prisoner exists.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's fair. Also, there's that other car there. I guess maybe that would be faster anyways. So, yeah, let's do that. I guess I'm
one driving it.
What's your drive skill?
There's
a reason I drove the last time, I think. Yeah, I have +1 pilot.
I don't think I even have. Oh, yeah, pilot. Yeah. I have -1 pilot.
Yeah. So you say as long as I'm driving, and I look at you and I remember the burning wreck.
I said as long as I'm not the one driving.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay. I was like, wait. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, I'll do my best. I'll try not to run into any buildings this time.
Yeah, and so honestly, I think what we do is we just fast track the rest of this because I know exactly how the thing ended up. I think this is where we end.
We're going to swipe to us giving them the food, jumping into the Mercedes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you take care of them, and then I think literally what we see is you manage to like. It's obvious that New Eden has been attacked or something. There's like a giant hole in the side of it when you get there, and you literally like if you go up to that hole, we just see you guys like go in, and it's like really silent, and like there's alarms going off, but like no one's around, and we just see you walk up to Fergus's body. So actually first you see Victor and Alex dead in a hallway.
Right.
And with what looks like their skin like flayed.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did you listen to that episode, Dylan?
No, I have not listened back to the last two.
Yeah,
so one of them, what was it? Looks like her skin was like
both of them now because he did to Victor too. Yeah, we talked about it after the session. I think in the after show. But Victor also was a wild psychic. Has a wild psychic talent. Yeah. So Fergus got his stuff too. So both of their skin is. It looks like they're because basically what happened is that he like grabbed all the nanobots out of their pores, and it like basically flayed their skin as the nanobots.
My God.
Yeah.
And I mean,
so disturbing.
Yeah. I mean, Victor was dead when it happened, but Juliana was only unconscious. Yeah. So, yeah.
You also see a bunch of staff that are dead in this corridor. You see a bunch of security officers that are obviously working for New Eden that are like dead in here. You also see you've seen a picture of this dude before because you see the guy that Evelyn came to get dead on the ground.
Right. Yeah.
And it looks pretty obvious from you guys are like familiar, or at least Oda's familiar enough with guns to notice this immediately. He shot himself in the head.
Okay.
And he's right next to Fergus. And Fergus, it looks like he's dead too. What do you do?
And Evelyn is nowhere to be seen.
Evelyn is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. I mean, I think I just we walk up and we see Fergus's body, and I just slow down and drop my shotgun and no way. And I just kneel down next to him. I'm like, Fergus, hey, wake up. I like slap his face.
He's dead.
Like, come on. You're literally immortal. Come on.
Oh, do you know what I want you to do?
Yeah.
I want you to roll post-cognition.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my.
Let me just find. Oh, I lied. I sent them 180, or I sent 1,800,000 credits. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I just found my note. Oh, I'm trying to find my psychic powers. Where are they? Oh, psychic skills. If only I could read. No, not strength. Is this wisdom or intelligence?
Either one.
Great. 11. That's better than I
11
expected it
is
to
much
be.
better.
I got a 5 and a 6 on that roll. Awesome.
So, Ode, you see the entire last couple of sessions.
It's convenient, I guess, that I've watched.
Exactly.
That. Although
Yeah.
I haven't watched the very most recent one.
And so I'll
So,
describe that to you,
yeah.
right? So you see everything that happened in the session quickly, right? Like your mind scans through it. We
Right.
see like the shades like going really fast, like throughout this.
Probably
this
from
entire...
Fergus's perspective, since I'm touching it, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then you see. Well, no, I don't think it is from Fergus's perspective.
That's true. It hasn't ever been that way before.
Yeah,
so.
and given when I know what's going to happen, you would quickly lose
right.
perspective because he'd go into a coma.
Right, that's fair.
So what you see is Vigo's crew. You see Evelyn and Fergus go into that room, and that's like down the hallway. You see in there, it is and you can like the doors open so you can see this as well, right? Like in present time, it is like a medical room with like a little hospital bed and stuff. And there was another dude, and it's the dude, the creepy scientist dude that was like being weird to Evelyn, who's like apparently the guy who was like in charge of the program. He's dead on the ground in that room.
Jeez.
But what you see from the from the post-cognition, you see Evelyn and Fergus go into that room, them talk to that dude. Evelyn shakes his hand, and then he starts frothing at the mouth and dies. Because she used her neuro tranquilizer things that she got, the cybernetic thing, to poison the dude.
Yeah, it poisons people. Yeah.
They were gonna get Vigo out of the like hospital bed and stuff, and then Kiana, Jenkins, and Ada showed up to rescue Vigo. Ada teleports in the room, grabs Vigo, teleports out, and they're about to like start fighting each other. And then Jenkins realizes. Jenkins and Fergus see each other, and they realize that they're brothers. You hear this conversation. No, I won't go into the huge detail of how exactly it went around. Basically, Jenkins like said something, and then Fergus like responded like, "I am Fergus," listed off his name like he usually would.
Yeah.
And Jenkins is like, "I'm your brother. What the heck?" And they have a touchy moment. Fergus starts bawling. And they like say, "Oh, like, hey, let's team up. Let's get Vigo out of here." Right. And they start running down the corridor, like as the security officers, like you see some security officers are about to come and like attack people from the people who work for New Eden are going to like intercept them. Fergus suddenly goes down. He out of nowhere. No, he doesn't get shot or anything. He just looks like he goes into a psychic like coma or spasm or something. He starts frothing at the mouth. And what you see is at this point, like the rest of the crew, like Evelyn was behind with Fergus and Jenkins was holding Vigo, and they were like up ahead. They had like jumped through the hole in the like wall into their whatever vehicle they brought here, and Jenkins had already gone in there. So he didn't see that his brother had like gone down. And there was basically only Evelyn left with Fergus at this point in the back of the squad. They're being attacked by New Eden security officers, and so nobody sees this except for Evelyn. And Evelyn looks ahead, sees that the man that she loves is they're gonna escape with him, and Evelyn's like she looks back at Fergus, says, "I'm sorry," and then just leaves Fergus on the ground, spasming.
Oh my gosh.
And Ode, no, and so what happens at this point, Ode, is and then you see this a security officer come around the corner. Because Fergus went down, he was telekinetically controlling another version of Vigo. Apparently, you see that there was that clone, right? That was in the first couple ones. He gets out of the telekinesis when Fergus goes down, and then a security officer finds just Fergus and this clone of Vigo in the hallway still after everybody's already left. The clone of Vigo kills the security officer and then shoots himself.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Because he knew he was a clone and he was like going
yeah.
insane, basically. And you see all of that, right? And Ode, you're still in post-cognition, and then something feels different. Suddenly, it feels like you're actually there. Like the shades go away and Dylan disappears. And you are, for all intents and purposes, actually in the past.
Oh, boy.
What do you do? You can tell Fergus is still spasming. Like he was dead in the future, but he's now just spasming on the ground. What do you do?
Oh, boy. Yeah. So I think I look at my hands and I realize, like, it doesn't have that weird, double image kind of filter. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And I guess I go over to Fergus. I'm like, what do I do? Fergus, what do I do? I, touch him just in case that helps.
Mm-hmm. And I think you go in Fergus's mind.
Oh, great. Okay.
And you see, you're just in a void. It feels like you're standing on something, but you can't actually see a floor or a ceiling or walls or anything. You're just kind of standing in nothingness.
Right.
And you see, when you stand there for a moment and there's nothing, and then you blink, and then Fergus is like cruciform.
Jeez. Okay.
In the void, just like kind of spasming, like he's hanging on something. And then you blink again, and Evangelia and Rick Astley are on either side of him, like also cruciform.
Jeez.
And standing in front of them are Alex and Victor.
Okay.
And they turn around, like they were looking up at them, like they were like admiring their handiwork. And they look around, they turn around simultaneously, creepily, look at you, and then say in unison, "You don't belong here."
Yeah. So I think I go from looking like shocked to just incredibly, like he just looks super mad. He's like, "You don't belong here." And then I'm going to grab out both of my shotguns and try and kill them. If I have my shotguns.
Yeah.
Do I have my shotguns? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I dual wield them?
So let's do this real quick.
Two-handed weapons, but it just sounds cooler if I dual wield them.
Yeah. For narrative purposes, you can be dual wielding them.
Excellent.
So what I want to do here, so Dylan has also already been in Fergus's mindscape.
Yeah.
So Dylan, when Ode does this, you see that you recognize this, right? You're like, I was here before, right? Like whatever Ode is doing right now, he has just entered Fergus's mind. You can still see him in the present, right? But for all intents and purposes, Ode is like gone to the past in his perspective. But so I want to give Dylan a chance here to use her telepathy, right? Her message thing to try to access as well and like join the fight.
Yeah.
So if you want to roll telepathy with intelligence, I think you might be able to join the fight here.
Oh.
Ooh, yikes.
Ah.
So, Dylan, I think what this means is that you do join the fight, but everything is wrong. You look at Alex and you see Evelyn. You look at Victor and you see Fergus. And Ode is Crawl to you.
Oh,
all right.
So you think you're on their side and you're fighting against Ode.
Right.
So let's roll some initiative.
So I have to ask. I'm gonna ask your permission for this, Caleb, because mechanically, I can literally just go until everybody in this combat is dead.
Yeah.
Is it okay with you if I do that? If I make it cool?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Use all your stuff, man.
So yeah, I pull out my guns, I light up, and with a voice that has the weird hollow tin of somebody, speaking with multiple voices, or like it's like distorted, like it's like multiple echoes.
And so what is this actually doing this to you again?
It's the Tempest Frigate. It just Tempest Frigate. I mean, here, let me read the description.
It's like your actual gun. It's like a mod on your gun.
Yeah. It's a TL5 plus
a sci-tech
on the
mod,
gun.
basically,
Yeah.
right?
But I'll read to you what it says. So,
Okay, yeah.
The weapons of the Tempest Fugit Armory employed mandate temporal acceleration generators. That's some jargon if I've ever heard it. Such acceleration is exhausting to the user and creates. Is that literally the only explanation? That's the only explanation it gives you.
Say it again.
It employs mandate, which is like a capitalized. It must be a people. Mandate temporal acceleration generators. So it's literally accelerating time.
So I think probably what's actually happening in terms of like for canon's sake is it's using nanobots. Like a bunch of nanobots from the gun come out and go into your skin, and you like
which makes sense because that's how I described it, right? Like it lights me up and stuff. I think I just because I'm gonna go pretty hard here, so I think my body starts to blur, and I just start like zipping around and just dumping non-lethal rounds at them.
Nice.
And so I'll do this one at a time, what do I see when I see Dylan? I just see Dylan, right? Because I succeeded in my role.
I think so. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So I'm gonna not shoot her.
Right. But you see Dylan like face off against you with them.
Right.
Suddenly.
Yeah. I'm pretty tunnel visioned. I think I just assumed that for some reason she's standing next to them. And that if I don't kill them.
I think it makes sense that you wouldn't shoot Dylan, but.
Yeah. Also, just to be clear, I didn't roll initiative because I just go first. So.
Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot.
But I guess I'll roll initiative anyway so that I'm in there.
Yep. And I'll just put it at 9.
I don't know if it really matters that much. But, shoot. Hold on. I lied. It doesn't matter what I rolled, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, there. All right.
So I didn't go put you at 9 there.
Here we go.
All right. Cool. So go ahead and go first.
So here we go.
Oh, you know what? I think Alex has alert too.
Does she have level 2 alert?
Oh no, she just had level 1. That's what.
Yeah, it's level 2 though. Let's go first.
Got it.
All right. Here's the first attack against both of them.
Holy moly, guacamole! Yeah, I definitely hit him.
I will roll.
I think Victor's just going to use his warrior ability to negate that though for him.
Seems fair. Yeah.
Alex has a
system strain.
Alex has a partial, so she won't be able to do that. But
yeah. I got 2 system strain from that.
Cool. Do you say lightning meet thunder?
Yeah,
thunder meet lightning.
Does he have his gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I yell. Yeah. I don't know though, because that's for him, and I'm mad that they're in his head. I like that line, but I think
I wanted to give you a chance to say it if you
I appreciate it. Yeah. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, which I guess is everybody, I had a line where because he uses a thunder gun, I wanted to show up and be like, all right, thunder meet lightning, and then use my cool lightning gun and shoot him. But the story, I think it makes more sense. I'm just mad about them being here. So I've calculated, all right, I put my strain in. Here's my second shot. And because I don't run out of ammo, it doesn't, I don't know. I'm only going to do this once, I promise. There's the second shot.
Holy moly. Alex has 1 hit point.
All right. Ooh. I take 4 system strain now. I am at 6. So I'm halfway to unconscious.
And that was your whole, that's all you can do?
No.
Can you just keep doing it?
Yep.
You just keep doing it as long as you have system strain?
So it says as an instant action, which is the thing you can do as many times as you want.
Yeah.
You can do this. The thing is, every time you do it in a day, in 24 hours, you get +1 additional system strain on top of the 1d4.
Right. Okay.
So like I'm halfway to, and if you reach system strain maximum by that, you fall unconscious for an hour. Tempest Fugit weapons have +1 bonus to hit and damage. Whatever, I'm already at the max. It doesn't matter. So here's my next shot. That's why I said I could literally just do this until it's over. Because I can, but that's
fine. Yeah, this is your,
I actually
your
think
tools.
We can talk about something after this anyways, because I have 2 of these. So I think it might be cool if one of them burns out or something, and I wouldn't feel gypped by that because I have another one. But it would be more dramatic, I think, if it cost me something to do this. All right. Here's my next shot.
Yep. They're both down.
All right.
Except so Alex goes down for sure. Victor actually has one more trick where he's at 1.
Oh, okay.
He has 3 tricks. He can do the warrior thing. He has I can't remember what ability it is, but he can Yeah, basically, yeah, where he can come back up at 1, and
Yeah.
then he has the auto stabilize.
Right. Okay.
So he's at 1 now.
Yeah. Then I will. I'll do it again then, and I'm still shooting in such a way that this is hitting
just them,
the girl. So if you want to tell me that it does something, like, because I'm not in a good enough. No, I mean sorry, what's her name?
Alex.
Juliana. So I mean, I'm still barraging her with stun particles and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that. Yeah. So here's my strain for this one. More. So let me make sure I'm doing this right. So I shot. It's strain to do this one. Did strain to do this one. Did strain to do my next one. Okay, I'm just making sure I wasn't.
How many strain do you have left before you go down? 2,
6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 2 more strains. So I can't. I mean, I could do this again, but it would be really stupid. So here's my next shot.
Well, you are doing it again?
Yeah. So this is to do it again. That strain.
Oh, you rolled
to
it before. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm net 10 now.
Right, because your first attack was normal.
I did a normal attack and then strain for this, strain for that, strain for that. And
perfect.
+1, +2. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So
that actually could have knocked me out.
Down.
I didn't realize that, but if I'd rolled a 4 on that dice, I would have passed out.
I know. Yeah.
I didn't think about that while I was doing it.
So, Ode, I think literally what you do is you just blast these people until their bodies disintegrate. It's in Fergus's mind.
It's mental.
Yeah, exactly. So they're gone. They just disintegrate. You did just cost Fergus his psychic ghosts in his head.
I don't feel bad
but I'm sure you don't. Yeah.
He got them from. Oda's very upset with Fergus right now.
Oh, yeah.
As I said, he would be. He doesn't feel like he knows who Fergus is anymore. But he hasn't had a chance to defend himself yet. So, yeah. And so
you do that, and as soon as it finishes, you can describe whatever you want about how it finishes. But I think as soon as it finishes, just for a note, Dylan sees that it's Ode. As soon as they're gone, Dylan, your vision clears. So, and it's so quick, Dylan, that you start to face off against Krull, and then suddenly Krull grabs out 2 guns, just completely destroys Evelyn and Fergus next to you, and they disintegrate, and you're like, holy crap! And then you look down, and you look back, and it's Ode, and suddenly you know what happened.
That would be such a crazy scene because at this point we don't really know what Krull can do.
Yeah, right.
And so if you only saw this from her perspective,
from Dylan's perspective, yeah,
you'd be like, Krull is the most powerful psychic in the entire universe, and you're like, oh, it's just Ode's crazy omnipotent guns, not anything he does himself.
Yep.
Yeah, and at that point, I just collapse at drop blow shock. I'm not technically unconscious, and if you want to say one of them is burned out or something, that's cool with me. But
we could leave that for next time. I can decide that off screen whether or not that's true.
That's fine. I was thinking that it might be cool to add that as if I go unconscious via that I that unconscious and it burns out. But
you didn't. So yeah, I think you're fine then. Yeah.
Because that also makes it more of an interesting,
I like it.
Thing. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I just flop down, drop both of my guns, and I mean, he probably just starts crying. And yeah.
What do you do, Dylan?
Yeah.
Are we still in Fergus's brain?
Yeah, and I think Fergus and Evelyn, Fergus and Evangelia and Rick Astley fall off their invisible crosses or whatever, right? And then are just unconscious on the ground, but you can tell they're alive, right? But they're in a coma or whatever for now. But yeah, you're still in the brainscape for. Well, no, you know what? I think probably what happens is, so Dylan, you describe what you would do if it were still in the brainscape, but I think as you do whatever you're going to describe, the brainscape starts to fade into real life.
Cool.
So yeah, what does Dylan do?
Yeah, I mean, he probably would have just started walking towards Ode.
Yeah, and as you do, it all fades around you, and you're back in the hallway, and Ode's just crying on the ground. So you just walk over to Ode and then stand next to him, or?
Yeah, do you say anything, or I have something to say if you don't? If you're quiet when you get next to me, then he'll say something.
He probably just kneels down and puts a hand on his knee or something.
Yeah, and he grabs your hand and he looks at you. They did this, Evelyn and Fergus. They killed all of these people. I mean, some of them were attacking them, I guess, but they just butchered everyone in this room. I watched him flay those two over there. I mean, I guess I didn't do much better a minute ago. Although, I mean, I don't know. Who knows what's going on in there, but look around us. They did all of this. I don't feel like I know either of them. Fergus taunted Victor about how he'd killed
Alex. Alex has a nickname.
Juliana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what they call her, Alex? Is that what they say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he taunted Victor about killing Juliana, and he blew his head off. I've never seen anything like that. Yeah, and he just kind of goes quiet. He's just like gripping your hand, like he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think when he first looks at Dylan too, she's already crying, and then like as he keeps talking, she's just like, yeah, I kind of put that together, even though I didn't see all that.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't watched it happen. But what do we do? I mean, we can't get Till without them, but I don't know if I can look Fergus in the eyes. And I mean, he's right there. So like, I'm intentionally not looking at him.
We get a shot of Fergus and he's breathing again.
Okay, cool.
Is there any medical stuff that I can do on him to?
You have a Lazarus patch, which is for reviving unconscious people, but Jared's not here, so.
Yeah, I mean, and because Jared's not here and he can't like jump on right or anything, you know, I think it's fine to just, he's in a coma, but he'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and so, Dylan could go over and do stuff to him, but I don't think we need to roll anything or anything like that. We can just say that whatever she does works.
You want to look at the other stuff that I have, though. So I forgotten that I have a bunch of things that I have yet to use.
Yeah, and so I think with you hear some noise coming from like another room. Like maybe you hear the elevator turn on. And so you know that like you only have a moment here and you should probably get out of here before anything else happens.
Yeah. So yeah, I look back at the elevator and look back at you kind of urgently. What should we do? We can't find Till without Fergus. He's unconscious. I guess he'll probably fix himself. But where do we go? Did I see which way Evelyn went?
Yeah, out the hole onto whatever vehicle the crew is using.
I guess I say that too. Evelyn left with some people. I don't know. They came for the clone or whoever that guy was that Evelyn cared about, was talking about. They took him and Evelyn went with him and the rest of the strangers and just left Lucas lying here in seizure. I don't know what to do. But I guess we have to get out of here, and I'll try and I'll pick up. I mean, I said try. I'll pick up Fergus because he's a kid.
Yeah,
child. I'm a teenager.
13-year-old.
Yeah. So I think I have like +2 exert. Yeah, I probably pick him up.
Yeah.
And I'll like start heading for the door. But yeah, I look back at him like, where do we go?
Good question.
Right? Yeah, like that's the part we're at right now is like,
and O
who knows? I guess
you're the smart one. You tell me where
probably back to the safe house at first, probably to get the people, but maybe back. I guess probably just back to the boy's grace, right?
Was that at the safe house?
No, it's at the spaceport.
Right. Okay.
Right. This is in like the rich people bubble.
I live in a spaceship.
None of us
have pilot, but
yeah, you could probably figure it out enough to do something with it.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to do a spike drill. You can just fly it out somewhere.
Right, yeah. I think Go's too flustered to come up with that. So if Dylan wants to offer that or come up with something else, I don't think Go is in a mental position to figure any of that out.
Yeah, I mean, I think she just suggests to, at least for the time being, just go back to the safe house and,
Yeah.
Maybe just wait for Fergus to heal up there, kind of a thing.
Well, the only thing with doing it at the safe house is that they know they knew where that was.
That's fair.
Right,
but they don't know we're going back.
That's fair, yeah.
So, and I mean, the only two people who have the ability to randomly show up and attack us are dead, as far as we know. So, but I mean, I'd rather go to the Wade's Grace anyways because it has guns. So,
yeah,
the guns aren't 1d10 with no damage.
There's also there's more medical stuff.
That's true. Yeah,
the Void's Grace too. So it makes sense to go back to the safe house and grab the prisoners if you're not going to.
Yeah, and whatever supplies we left there, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna leave? Do you want to just like leave the male to do whatever because he's cured of cancer now?
I mean, do you want to do a quick? Yeah, do you want to do a quick scene of that?
That's like probably that. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just open up the door.
Yeah, the door opens up and they just like both look at you. What happened?
And normally I would say something, but I think I probably just look at Dylan like, I don't know. You tell him what's going on.
You didn't tell us what was happening last time. There was shooting. What's going on? Is the guy speaking? The woman just looks too frazzled to say anything.
I don't even know how to explain all that happened.
I mean, you can just say, Dylan, like, do you just give him like a summary, basically?
Yeah.
That would be easy. You don't have to go into detail of like the stuff that they don't need to know, but just like general, like, we got attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the guy just says, please, can you just let me go? I don't want to be here anymore. You people are danger. You're going to get me killed.
Do we know that he's been healed of cancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fergus told him in front of all of you.
Oh, okay.
Then why didn't we let him go then?
Probably because he could have told somebody what was going on.
Yeah, because he was still the patient who was supposed to go to the hospital. And it was going to blow their cover if he said anything to anybody. Right. Yeah. Okay. But now you can let me go.
So I just shrug and I'm like, that's fine. We have to go to the spaceport. We can drop you off there if you want, or you can just walk out.
Yeah, I don't want to stay on this planet. I want to get back home.
And you, I mean, it's the same deal, but if you want us to see if we can help you, you can come with us. I guess if that's okay. And I look at Dylan, like she might be a psychic bomb, so you have some say in that too.
Yeah, Dylan just nods.
Right. So I guess it's up to you.
Yeah, she looks up and then she just says, I don't think I would be able to make it without you. I need whatever he can give me. And she looks down at like Fergus.
Yeah.
Wherever
he is. And the hospital's not going to do you any good now. All right, well, we're going to go to our ship. We got to find till let Fergus recover. So I guess I'll go fire up the car. Yeah, he shuffles over to the car and starts messing with it. Probably has to give it some gas yet to start because it's banged up. But
Jared said in the chat, you should note that in the Fergus flashback, David saw Evelyn start every combat.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
Fergus certainly finished them, but
he gave everybody a chance to surrender.
Yeah.
And that he was like, you can surrender, dead. Yeah,
yep.
Like it's technically true.
Yeah, I think we just montage the rest of it and we see Odin Dillon with the lady in tow get to the Void's Grace and take off, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's where we end because I think this is where we hiatus and figure out what we do next. Because as of right now, Evelyn just left everybody. Right? And went off to do whatever with Vigo. And so at the very least, the next time we return to Elysian Road, there's going to be like Evelyn's going to be separated from the party for a little while at least. Doing whatever she's going to do with Vigo, that's a little subplot. And whether or not, I assume, Evelyn will eventually show up, come back to wherever you guys are somehow. But for now, the party's split a little bit. And I think we just have to kind of reevaluate that when we come back from the extended break that we'll have when we have our child.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out what to do. In terms of scheduling and stuff too, because obviously we can't can't keep going if we're not free on the same days too. So especially because Fergus is now with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose we should show
which because I knew how that ended, like that was the only way Fergus was not going
Right.
to just die in that hallway.
Yeah.
So it kind of had to happen that way, but it was either going to be that or I'd have someone else having captured Fergus or something. But since you were like, we go to New Eden, I'm like, well, okay, I guess you can save Fergus now.
Right.
I think we call it there, and we can do an after show and talk a little bit more about the session and what's next maybe and whatnot. But
I think
if there's any last parting shot you have.
I think if Carlos go with it, I think I'm in the cockpit and like stupid thing cranking on stuff, like hit it and the windshield wipers start coming. Stupid.
Why do we even have those?
Yeah, why do we even have those? Space dust windshield wipers. Stupid. And then if I figure out whatever it is I'm trying to do, and then I turn it down and I'm like, I just flop into the pilot's chair and like I'm exhausted and I turn it down and I'm like, are we gonna be okay? It's just gonna, I don't know how we come back from this.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. I don't think Dylan would know either.
Dylan just feels stares like off into space and doesn't know.
Yeah, it just feels like everything's falling apart. But at least I know I can count on you. Yeah.
In chat.
Yeah. What'd you do, Jared?
No, it's Connor. He said,
okay.
So Ode post-cog the last episode, basically, like Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith. Who could have done this? He killed nurses.
Oh, it's great. Yep. Well, so hey, when Fergus and I have our final battle on the lava pits, we'll see how that goes.
Yep. You were my brother.
To fix the psychics, not destroy them. Yeah, you were my brother. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna get sued.
You were my space brother, Fergus. My brother.
Yep. I always have to think about what it's gonna sound like before we say one of those. I was like, this is gonna be weird. Nope. All right,
one of them is gonna be weird. Yep.
Yep. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, it just feels like everything's falling apart. At least I can rely on you or count on you, right? Yeah, turns to look at you.
Dylan says no and then stabs you.
Yeah. Like, well, good game, guys. So fun.
You didn't know that Carly and I have been making Dylan secretly evil the entire time.
No, I think Dylan just kind of smiles and nods. She's like, I don't want to like say everything's gonna be great, but don't want to
be moral support.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that helps him some. He kind of like smiles back and then, all right, let's see if I can get the stupid thing off the ground. Yeah, it's like trying to accelerate in a manual. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Just grinding on a really uncomfortable grinding.
Yeah. I take off somebody's space rearview mirror. My bad.
Yep. And you fly into the rain of the planet, and then out of Atmo into the void of space.
And then I realized I don't know how to make a jump. I'm like, well,
we're just gonna fly around here for a little while.
I hope you like rain. Happy birthday.
Yeah, is that the last like line of dialogue we get? Some birthday.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh man. Like, I'll make it up to you next year. I hope.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's been Elysian Road, episode 24, right? Yeah, 24. And I think this is where we leave off for now.
Some messed up teenagers.
Yeah. Yep.
They weren't already messed up before.
Yep.
They definitely were.
We're gonna have to figure out what that looks like in the future, but for now we'll go ahead and sign off here. do an after show. Talk a little bit more about the session.
Sounds good.
All right, we're out. Anyways.